after the implantation, what are all the changes are going to be occurring in the uterine body? Today we will discuss. So after the implantation, means after the fertilization, there is the next step is implantation. So implantation means the fertilized egg is embedded into the endometrial layer is called as the implantation. This is the structure of the uterine body. The uterus contains three layers. The first layer is called as perimetrium, middle layer is called as myometrium, and the innermost layer is called as the endometrium. These three layers are covering the uterus. This implantation is mainly takes place in this endometrial layer. Why? Because this endometrial layer is highly vascular and highly glandular system, and it is a secretory phase and also highly functional system it is having during the help of progesterone. In this endometrium, there is a secretion of the progesterone with the help of corpus luteum. After fertilization, this corpus luteum is having the excessive secretion of the progesterone to get ready for the endometrium to receive the embryo in this endometrial layer. And after this implantation, mostly this endometrium also having three more layers. This layer is called as zona compacta or compact layer, and the middle layer is called as spongy layer, and outermost layer of the endometrium is called as the basal layer. These three layers is almost having the place of endometrium. Overall, the uterine body, these three layers are present in the endometrium, and this embryo means this blastocyst is mostly implanted in these two layers. Means there is a endometrial layer is three layers, but two layers only involving in the implantation. That is the spongy layer, middle layer is involving, and the first layer means zona compacta also involving for the implantation. And here after implantation, this blastocyst is implanted in these two layers, and this fetal membranes, fetal compositions is releasing this some type of hormones is called as HCG hormone. This HCG hormone is giving the good news for the corpus luteum to release the more and more progesterone to prepare the endometrium and for the fetal nourishment and to grow the fetus inside very actively and healthily. And this HCG is helpful for the corpus luteum to release more and more progesterone. This progesterone is helpful for the fetal embryo development mostly. After the implantation, and this is the structure of the blastocyst in the endometrial layer, and this outermost covering layer is called as the syncytial trophoblast layer, and the middle one is called as the trophoblast, and this is the inner cell mass. In this area, embryo is going to be developing, and this empty sac is called as the amniotic sac, and also here yolk sac is going to be started. And how to form the placenta, here we can discuss. And this is the outermost layer of the trophoblast, syncytial trophoblast, and this is the trophoblast, and this is the embryoblast here. And in the place of the syncytial trophoblast, there is a starting of the trabecular formations and lacunae, and especially this is the projections is called as the lacunae, and around the trophoblast there is a startage of the lacunae and trabeculae will be there. But in the site of the embryo development, there is a more and more glandular supply will be there. That's why there is a more development and actively healthy development of the placenta. This side is going to be formed. This side also going to be start, but this is not that much functioning than this inner cell mass and embryoblast present in this site. This inner cell mass and trophoblast, and in this syncytial trophoblast area, there is a development of the trabeculae and lacunae. Lacunae is called as intervillous spaces, and this lacunae is around the trophoblast. But in this embryoblast side, there is a actively development of the lacunae will be present, and there is a space between the two lacunae, means there is a space between the lacunae is called as trabeculae. And here development of the villi, and mostly there is three types of villi are going to be start in the placenta development: primary villi, secondary villi, and tertiary villi. And this is the image that the starting of the primary villi. And this is the called syncytial trophoblast, and this is the trophoblast layer is forming like a finger like projections, and this is called as the primary villi. Primary villi, there is the trophoblast layer is forming like a finger like projections is called as the primary villi. And this is the intervillous spaces, means it is a lacunae. This is structure is called as lacunae, and between the space between the lacunae is called as the trabeculae. And this is the structure of primary villi is going to be start. And this is the structure of development of the secondary villi. Already you know this is the syncytial trophoblast around this cytotrophoblast, and already in the primary villi there is a finger like projections, means this trophoblast is forming like a projections into the syncytial trophoblast, and along with in the secondary villi also including the extra embryonic mesoderm layers also going to into the finger like projections is called as secondary villi.